Hi guys, welcome back to another week of Game Things. I'm your host for the week, Ming, and this week we will start right off with some Apex Legends. So over the past week, it was announced that the upcoming Season 12 will be released on the 8th of February 2022. And with that, of course, comes a brand new legend for players to play as. This new legend is called Mad Maggie. At the point of recording this podcast, there isn't much known about Mad Maggie yet, as the season trailer is set to be released on the 27th of January. So we won't be going over her kit on the weekly podcast, but we might include some pictures or screenshots in the video version of our podcast that can be found on YouTube, as the video is released slightly later than our podcast. So be sure to check out our video to find out more about Mad Maggie. Aside from the release of Mad Maggie, the new season will also come with some updates to the Olympus map, and there will also be a brand new Capture the Flag game mode. This Capture the Flag game mode will feature up to 9 squads duking it out to take control of specific locations, and the game mode also has infinite respawns, so you can jump right in to maintain control of these previously mentioned locations. Aside from the new season dropping on the 8th of February, the Apex 3rd year anniversary event will also start on the same day. And of course, with most game anniversaries, there are also free rewards for players to pick up during these events. First off, from the 8th to 15th of February, players will be able to get the Legend Octane for free, as well as 3 thematic Apex packs. Then, on the 15th to 22nd of February, players will get Watson, as well as another 3 more thematic Apex packs. Finally, for the duration of 22nd of February to 1st of March, players can get their hands on Valkyrie, as well as, you guessed it, 3 more thematic Apex packs and 1 bonus legendary Apex pack. Overall, those are some pretty neat rewards for free-to-play players, as unlocking new legends in Apex can be a massive pain, as it costs a crap ton of legend tokens just to unlock one single legend. So with the previously mentioned rewards coming to play, you guys can now save your legend tokens to unlock some other legends instead, while being able to experience some new legends at no cost at all, which is definitely a plus in my books. Next up, we're gonna talk about Hearthstone. So for Hearthstones, there will be a brand new update that was released over the past week. This new update brought about some balance changes to the standard and WoW format, causing a ton of rogue cards to get nerfed, as rogue had a rather dominant win rate prior to this update. All in all, there are about 7 cards that was nerfed and only 1 card that was buffed. All of the cards that are affected by the nerf will be eligible for a full dust refund for 2 whole weeks after the update drops. So be sure to take advantage of it so you guys can craft some other cards to try out instead. Moving on from the wild and standard format, Hearthstone Battlegrounds will also be getting an update introducing a brand new buddy system. This brand new buddy system allows your selected character to get a character exclusive minion that has great synergy with your selected character. These exclusive minions can only be obtained by filling up a buddy meter, which will fill up whenever you enter combat against other players. Overall, the new buddy system is rather interesting and is definitely worth checking out Hearthstone Battlegrounds just to check out this brand new buddy system. The last bit we have on Hearthstones is on the recently released Hearthstone's Mercenaries. For Hearthstone Mercenaries, there is a brand new training grounds that was added that basically allows you to put your mercenaries in there that aren't currently being used so that they get passive EXP over time. Unfortunately, the training grounds will only have 2 slots available once fully upgraded, which basically means that you can only train up to 2 mercenaries at a time. Kinda sucks that you only have 2 slots, but I guess 2 slots is better than no slots at all. Aside from that, there are also 5 new mercenaries added to the game, as well as a new play area for players to go through, and this new area is called Alterac Valley, and there will be a total of 6 bounties for players to go through to unlock new rewards. The next and last piece of major announcement that we have for this week will be on Watch Dogs Legion. So Ubisoft has just announced last week that they'll be pulling the plug for Watch Dogs Legion's multiplayer mode, which basically means that Stripes, the 5th season of multiplayer, is basically the last multiplayer season players are gonna get. As for what happens once Season 5 ends, Ubisoft said that once Season 5 ends, the game will basically recycle through its existing content and it will go through Season 3 content after the end of Season 5. The game will recycle its content from Season 3 to Season 5 indefinitely until the servers are shut down. While Watch Dogs Legion is mostly a single player experience, I'm quite sure that there are a few hardcore fans of the multiplayer mode out there, and this piece of news is definitely devastating for them. But hey, at least the servers aren't going down yet, so that's a plus, I guess. Anyways, do make sure to check out the Season 5 update and check out all the new content the game has to offer. Now, let's move on to our Flash News segment. First off, we are going to start with some news on Halo Infinite. For Halo Infinite, it's been announced that players will be able to start earning in-game premium currency at the start of Season 2, which is currently set to be released in May. Granted, it's still a pretty long time until May, but we can definitely be excited to know that soon we'll be able to earn premium currency. Personally, I feel like it's nice for games to always include some ways for players to earn some premium currency, as it gives free-to-play players a reason to grind more while fueling the sense of achievement. Of course, for any whales out there, you guys definitely wouldn't mind getting more premium currency as it would reduce the burden on your wallets, so overall I think it's a win-win situation for everyone. Next, we are going to talk about the upcoming Dying Light 2 release on the 4th of February 2022. So for anyone interested in the game, here's some good news for you guys. So for any PlayStation players, if you guys bought the game on your PS4, you guys are also entitled to get a free PS5 upgrade, so you guys can play the game on your PS5 if you have one. Similar to PlayStation's free upgrade, if you were to get the game on Xbox One, you guys can also get the game on Xbox Series X and S for free without having to pay for anything extra. Unfortunately, that's all the good news we have for Dying Light 2. Now we're going to talk about some bad news instead. It's been announced that on launch, Dying Light 2 will not have crossplay for all consoles. The only crossplay that will be available on launch is for PC users that are playing on either Steam or Epic Game Store. So for all you console players out there that are looking forward to play some co-op play, you guys are going to have to wait a bit as we currently have no news on when this feature will be available. Up next, we're going to talk about some WWE. So it's been some time since the release of WWE 2K20, and fans of the franchise are desperately waiting for a new game. Guess what, guys? Your prayers have been answered as a brand new WWE 2K22 was announced and it is set to be released on the 11th of March 2022. The game will feature better graphics, new gameplay mechanics, and most importantly, a General Manager mode. So finally, the General Manager mode has made a comeback since its last appearance in the WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 game. It's great to finally see the General Manager mode again, as a lot of other sports games have it and it is generally a ton of fun. All in all, this is a rather exciting new addition to the WWE series and all you fans out there can definitely be hyped up for its release. The last piece of Flash news we have for the week is regarding the upcoming LEGO game, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Alongside a brand new 6-minute long gameplay overview, we also got the release date of the game, which is currently set to be on the 5th of April 2022. I have checked out the 6-minute long video and honestly I'm pretty amazed by what I saw. This upcoming game will feature stories from all 9 Star Wars movies, a roster of 300 plus characters for you to play as, various different classes for you to choose from based on the character you're playing as, character-specific combos and counterattacks, as well as some ship combat. Overall, the game has a crap ton of features and is definitely worth taking a look at it even if you're not a fan of the Star Wars series. Because honestly, if the game really is as good as what was shown on the trailer, this is definitely one awesome game to look forward to and try out on its release. That's all we have on Flash News, and now let's talk about some rather depressing game delays. First off, we have a 2-week delay on the release of Call of Duty Warzone Season 2 update. The update has been pushed back to the 14th of February 2022 due to the devs requiring more time to fix some bugs currently plaguing the game. Personally, I think it's fine to have a 2-week delay as long as the overall gameplay experience can be improved with the devs patching up these bugs. Next, we have 2 titles for the Switch that have been delayed. First off, we have Life is Strange Remastered Collection, which has once again been delayed for the Switch. There wasn't a specific reason as to why the game was delayed, and the only news we have on this is that the game is set to be released later this year, with no exact date yet. Thankfully, the remastered collection will still be releasing on schedule for other platforms, so for players that are looking to enjoy the game and don't feel like waiting for the Switch release, I guess you guys can check it out on other platforms first instead. The next title that was delayed for the Switch is Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2 will have an unfortunate 6-month delay on the Switch, so for any of you fans out there that want to try the game out with its full capabilities, I suggest getting the game on PC, as you at least will be able to enjoy crossplay from the very beginning and not have to wait for it to appear on consoles. That's about it for game delays this week. Now we are going to move on to our next segment, highlighting some of the more hyped up releases of the week. First off, we're going to start off with The Artful Escape for the PS5, PS4, and Switch. The Artful Escape is a platform game featuring beautiful music and visuals for the players to enjoy. The overall visuals can be rather trippy, so if you can't handle visuals like that, I suggest you guys stay away from it. Overall, the game is still pretty good as the visuals and the music is absolutely stunning. So I do suggest that you guys check it out if you guys are okay with trippy visuals. The game is also available on Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, as well as PC via Steam if you guys are interested in it. The second featured title we have for this week is the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection coming to PS5. The collection will include 2 games that were remastered for the PS5, and these 2 games are Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, as well as Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. So for anyone out there that has not tried out these 2 games yet, you can now get them both via this upcoming bundle. The last featured release we have for this week is Pokemon Legends Arceus. While Pokemon Legends Arceus is set to be officially released on the Switch this week, since last week itself, the full game has been leaked and it's currently accessible for anyone who owns a hacked Switch. Based on the current reviews from players that have already tried out the full game, the game is an absolute gem and it's definitely worth trying out as the new game mechanics is just so unique and a ton of fun. Prior to its leaked release, the general consensus towards the game is that it's rather lackluster as the trailers were rather bland and boring, so it's definitely nice to know that the game is generating good feedback even if the feedback is being provided from people that got the game illegally. So overall, I do suggest that you guys check out the game if you guys are interested in Pokemon, as it's definitely a different type of game overall. That's all we have for featured releases this week, and now we are moving on to our final segment of the week, Free Things. This week, Epic Games Store will be giving out Daemon X Machina for free, so be sure to grab it while it's available. And for any Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there that have a PS Plus subscription, you guys will be able to claim 50 free Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel packs for free, so be sure to grab these packs to upgrade your existing decks while it's available. And that wraps up our episode for the week. I was your host for the week, Ming, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Make sure to tune in to our next episode and be sure to check out the video version of our podcast on YouTube as well. Thank you so much, guys. Stay safe and take care.